Hello, I am Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into the future of cryptocurrency and what are all the trends and challenges that are going to happen in the near future. So the growing importance of cryptocurrencies. So as you all know, the cryptocurrency, NFTs, all those blockchain, all those technologies are growing rapidly every year after year. And also, there are a lot of regulatory changes are happening with the new government in US. They are pro crypto policies. There are going to be even more uh, changes that are going to happen. So we need to understand what the current state of cryptocurrency and where exactly the cryptocurrency is going. There are many audiences in our channel asked about these topics. So I just put together a presentation for you to understand the current trajectory of cryptocurrency and where we are now and where it's going to take. We'll go through the history first, little bit, and then we will see what the current state is and where the 2025 and beyond 2025, what are the changes that's going to happen and how artificial intelligence that's going to integrate into the blockchain cryptocurrency and how they are going to play together. So the main difference, the main challenges in the cryptocurrency is to understand the current market impact and what it's going to do for our regular banking technologies. As you all know, blockchain is the critical technology that was invented that started the entire cryptocurrency market. The blockchain technology is basically a distributed ledger, not owned by any one person or one company or one bank, central bank. It is a distributed, decentralized ledger where the same ledger stored all the transaction that happened in a blockchain that's been distributed all over the world. So there are several presentations we put together that explains in details about the blockchain. If you are interested, please go visit and read, listen those videos. So, and then the other important aspect of the cryptocurrency is the invention of NFTs, and then the decentralized finance along with that came. So all those changes that happened in the market that changed the landscape of cryptocurrency in the last 5 to 6, 7 years. And there is going to be even more changes that's going to happen in the near future. In 2008 and 2009, Bitcoin introduced by Satoshi Nakamoto created the birth of decentralized digital currency. The decentralized meaning there is no central bank owns it. For example, if you take a dollar, then it is owned by the US federal government. Uh, so, any country, irrespective of the currency, the individual, the bank, central bank or federal bank owns it, and they know how much money they are going to have. And if they want to print more money, they decide and they can print more money. But in case of cryptocurrency, that's not possible. It's a decentralized application, and for example, the total number of bitcoins that's going to exist in this world is going to be 21 million. That is capped. After that, there won't be any more new bitcoin will be minted. So once that number reaches, so that is the way the network was built. So in some other cases, for example, another popular cryptocurrency, Ethereum, that keeps adding new and new Ethereum on a regular basis. There are pros and cons. Which model is good? What exactly each model is be going to be useful based on different applications. So there are various videos in this channel. If you want to know more informations, you can go and visit and learn about those different types of cryptocurrency models. So in 2015, Ethereum launched, and that created the concept of smart contract applications. And then in 2017 and 2018, ICO, initial coin offering, boom started. And along with that, there are a lot of regulations. Both the governments and the private institutions started looking into these various ICOs that are being created by various projects. Some of them are successful, it was growing. Some of them are major colossal failure, and some of them are fraud too that happened during this period. But overall, if you see the cryptocurrency market keeps going in a positive direction, and there will be more and users will be getting into the cryptocurrency in the near future. So decentralized finance. So what is the difference between centralized finance and the decentralized finance? The centralized finance, you take any currency, any either a Japanese currency or Indian rupee or US dollar, it's all managed by the central bank, federal bank, federal government, they manages it. So they control how much dollars is going to be in circulation, whether they want to increase, they don't decrease it, to my knowledge, but they keep on printing more and more based on the services they are offering it. So, but the decentralized finance, if you take Bitcoin, there is no single entity controls it. It's a network of computers where they mint new Bitcoin and that comes into circulation. And if you want, you can purchase a new Bitcoin and you can hold it. And if you want to sell it, you can sell it. So there is no intermediary institutions that exist. You can directly interact with the Bitcoin platform to buy or sell these currencies based on your need. The same way for Ethereum or any other cryptocurrencies or tokens that you are interested to buy. So, along with that, another interesting aspect of this decentralized finance is the regulations. Since nobody is regulating, there are many bad entities, companies, they created cryptocurrencies and they put an advertisement in social media to attract more customers coming into buying, and overnight they'll take all the money and they shut down the network and they abscond. And there are a lot of projects that failed, and also there are genuine projects. They started with a good intention because they do not have a good tokenomics, or they do not have a good way to increase the value of the tokens. They have to shut it down, and a lot of people, they lost money. So you need to make sure that you understand what exactly the cryptocurrency you are going to get into it, and also the regulation that keeps changing it. Since the technology is new, the regulated regulations are all started happening. All the governments all over the world, they are getting into it to a streamlined regulation, so that people, those who are getting into the decentralized finance, they know what they are buying. They know that whatever money they invest, they can able to get it back if they want to get it back. See, the rise and impact of non-fungible tokens. See, this NFTs created a unique digital asset on the blockchain that created the major boom in the NFT world. There are many marketplaces, they started selling NFTs. Again, if you need to know more about specifically NFTs, what are all the different characteristics of NFTs, what are all the different analytical tools you can use to identify high value NFTs, there is a separate video in this channel. Please search and you can listen to those videos and understand more about the NFTs. So these NFTs are basically a digital asset. It could be a image, it could be anything. It could be some piece of land also you can purchase or in the virtual world within the network, and you can own it. And in the last couple of years, there are many projects started with the high value NFTs, and also the many projects that started and failed. So you need to make sure that what are all the different NFTs are there and what you are buying. So the market is really volatile, and you need to make sure that whatever NFTs you are purchasing, that is going to have value in the long run. And another important aspect that's happening in the cryptocurrency world is the institutional adoption and market maturization. So NFT represents the unique digital assets like a music or a piece of image or a video or anything. So it provides the creators a way to monetize their work. So for example, in the physical world, there is going to be only one art. If somebody finishes the art, they can go to the exhibition, they can showcase, and they can sell it. But there are a lot of issues with that approach. If some person is really good in art in, say, France, that person has to go to the local market in France and they can able to sell it there. But in the case of NFTs, if a person in France or India or South Africa, anywhere, they can able to use the tools and technologies to create their NFTs and create a unique token for that art, and they can sell it over the NFT marketplaces. And then whoever is interested, they can purchase it. Whoever owns it, they own a unique piece of that uh, art that can't be reproduced it. You can able to showcase that you are the owner of the art based on the cryptocurrency technology, public key and private key. Again, we discussed about this in other videos. If you are interested more about this, how it works, you can listen to those videos. So all those things makes the NFT marketplace to move up and down because it's very volatile. Some NFTs that are created with a huge fanfare with lot of celebrities endorsement didn't go very well or it completely failed. So you need to make sure that you understand what type of NFTs are there and what exactly you are going to get in before you decide to purchase it. So regulation in the development is a very critical aspect in the cryptocurrency space. So there are more and more people are coming into the cryptocurrency, and there are more institutional investors are getting into the cryptocurrency. The governments all over the world are trying to come up with a policy that's going to help everybody, that's going to help the cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and also the investors, all the people, those who are involved in the cryptocurrency. They need to make sure that the policy doesn't have any loopholes for anybody to make fraud or anybody to cheat and take the money away. So, so this is the ongoing process. In fact, in US, with the new government, they are creating a new policies for the cryptocurrency, and they are going to have a working committee for people to interact and understand what type of policies they need to create so that within the US they know that how the cryptocurrency is being created and used, because as I said earlier, there is no central bank controlling it, but that doesn't mean that anybody can do anything. So there is rules and regulations. Whoever is going to create a new cryptocurrency, they need to follow that. They need to make sure that they understand the local laws and also the international laws. If somebody from Singapore is purchasing some tokens that is created by the US company, they need to make sure they understand, they explain what are all the rules and regulations for the buyer in Singapore. Sometimes some governments do not even allow their local citizens to buy cryptocurrencies. In that case, the companies needs to make sure that they are not selling anything to the customers, those who are based in that particular country. And also the regulation makes it legitimize the cryptocurrencies. So there is a lot of confusion in the crypto land because nobody knows which project is going to go up, which project are legitimized and which are fake. So some projects, as I said earlier, started with good intention, failed, and some projects outright from the beginning, it's a fake. They want to just steal the money from the customers and run away. So there needs to be a regulation. So once there is a good regulation exist in the cryptocurrency space, then people can able to get into it, then it can attract more customers into the cryptocurrency. So, an emergence of central bank digital currencies. The central banks worldwide are exploring to create the centralized cryptocurrency for their own local currency. For example, I'm sure the US is exploring possibilities to create a digital currency equivalent to US dollars. And there will be some policies, say maybe Japanese government might be exploring to create a digital currency for Japanese yen. So all those things are happening, and again, there is uh, uh, no government created something similar to that at this time. I'm meaning that there is no major countries they created that, but countries are moving towards that direction and exploring the possibilities of creating digital currency for their local currency. And once they have the digital currency, there are again a lot of implications they need to decide how it's going to work. They need to understand how, say, for example, if the US government decided to go with a digital currency for the US dollar, then they need to identify who is going to control it. Is this the central bank is going to control, or it's going to be a decentralized, just like Ethereum or Solana or any of those blockchains? So, and what's going to happen to the banks? Because right now, the local banks, federal banks, all controlled. Federal bank controls the local banks, and the local banks has to follow the federal bank's rules and regulation. And in case of a digital currency, there should be a policy to control who is going to be the authority. Is there a centralized authority? If there is a centralized authority, then it is not going to be a decentralized currency anymore, because one central entity controls all the digital currencies. Then there are pros and cons with that approach. So there is a policies and regulations are started happening, and the governments are thinking about it. But to my knowledge, not any big countries created the centralized digital currency yet, but they are thinking about it. And another important aspect that's happening in the cryptocurrency is the tokenization of real world assets. Say, for example, if you have a house in US, and you want to if you can able to go to the bank and get mortgage for that house, and also you can use that money to do whatever you want to do. You can do home improvements, you can do all those things. But that will happen only within US. Say if you are living in US and if you have a house in India and you want to use the house to get some money, equity out of it in US, that's not possible, because the asset is physically located in India and it has to go through Indian regulations. And you can go to the bank in India, get the money in Indian rupees and transfer it to US dollars, and you can use it. But in case of tokenization, if you have a house in India, you can create a token for that house in the blockchain, and you can able to use it to mortgage in US and get US dollars, and then use that money to whatever you want to do. So there's a lot of possibilities are there. And another example, if you want me to give, I can give. India is a country where there is a large amount of gold is used by everyday people. People, they want to see, they have been using gold for the last 40, 50, 60 years. So gold has been used as an asset to hold in case of financial need. They either sell it or mortgage it, and they can use the money. But there are a lot of those gold is available. It's all sleeping in the locker, bank lockers, or they are in their house. They just use it. Some of them they will use it for day-to-day purpose. They'll use the bangle or earrings. But there are many gold ornaments this sleeping in the banks. If there is a way to tokenize those in a blockchain, then they can use the tokens to mortgage and get money and then use it some other way. And if they want that gold back, they can pay back the money and get their gold back again. So this all those possibilities are there in the tokenization world. That's a very interesting and upcoming field. There are more companies are created to tokenize your real world houses, and many other assets are coming in. Again, there is no legal frameworks how it's going to work and what are all the requirements for that. Those are all in the near future. The government all over the world is started looking into it, and once there is a proper legal framework exist, policies exist, the tokenization of the real world assets, then you can expect more people getting into it, and they can able to use the technology to mortgage their assets and get some money out of it. There are so many use cases are there. I can keep going on and on it, but these are all some of the examples. I want the listeners to think about it and understand in the tokenization. And another aspect of the blockchain is the integration of artificial intelligence in blockchain. See, again, here again, there are many use cases that are going to exist, that are people are started thinking about it. Say, for example, agent technology in artificial intelligence is getting popular. And if there is an agent, the agent will do jobs for you. It can go and book a ticket for you. It can go and reserve a musical show for you and get the informations. So during that time, if the agent wants to pay for the airline ticket or for music concert, then the cryptocurrency can be a easiest way to use it. So again, the technology started 1 year back, the agent technology. It's not at mature, but there are a lot of discussions, a lot of projects are coming up integrating cryptocurrency with artificial intelligence so that both can coexist and integrate and provide unique value to the customers. So there are a lot of use cases that exist, as I said earlier, but some of the use cases I mentioned is the um, airline booking or music booking. There are many other use cases exist as well. And the challenges facing the cryptocurrency system. So market volatility remains the major concern. For example, in the crypto world, it's a 24/7 market. Anytime you see the Bitcoin price goes up or goes down, Ethereum price goes up or goes down, it's very volatile. It's not like a stable currency like a US dollar bill or Indian rupee or a Japanese yen. It keeps changing it, so 24/7. So there is a lot of issues how to manage the transaction. For example, you can give a $1 bill and get whatever worth of value for that $1 bill. But in case of cryptocurrencies, if you want to use that, since the value of a cryptocurrency goes up and down, it is volatile. It may not be easy to do a regular transaction, day-to-day transaction, but there are companies working on it to come up with a easy way to use cryptocurrencies for day-to-day transactions. And another critical issue is the security. There are a lot of issues still exist in the security. Recently, um, a company lost close to $1 billion Ethereum in from the Ethereum blockchain, and there are issues are there that needs to be fixed. But again, these are all man-made errors. It's not the technology as any issue. It's just that the users, those creators, the project creators, those who created didn't follow the full security standards, and because of that, there is a fraud and there are other issues exist. Another concern people talk about in the cryptocurrency is the uh, environmental concern of the energy used it. Even to mint one Bitcoin or mint one Ethereum, the computer has to do a lot of CPU power to create it, and there are concerns from the people, those who don't like spending that type of power. And again, the companies are coming up with reusing uh, the electricity, water, or are using the green energy to mint bitcoins and Ethereum. But again, those technologies are in the starting state. Eventually, they will catch up and they will reduce carbon emission that is creating global warming. And what are the opportunities on the horizon? The blockchain scalability and interoperability improvements are expanding. So the interoperability is the main thing. If you are having money in Ethereum, you can interact using that. You can interact with the other blockchain, Solana blockchain or Bitcoin blockchain. So once you have that kind of interaction, then you can able to easily transact with a one blockchain, one token from one blockchain. You can use it to transact in other blockchains as well. It's just like if you have money, dollar bill, you can take the dollar and go to anywhere in the world and spend it. So like that, it's happening. And again, there are more and more blockchains are coming on a regular basis. So the interactivity is happening, but there is a interactivity bridges are all created so that you can able to do transaction in multiple blockchains. That's happening as we speak. And also the collaboration between the traditional finance and crypto, that is also driving the innovation. So how to convert your US currency into digital currency, that's also coming up. How to convert US currency into cryptocurrency, that's also there. And there are tokens are available. If you have $100, you can go to the network and purchase 100 digital currency, 100 cryptocurrencies the valued with that, and you can use it to whatever you want to do. And so there is an integration happening from the traditional currency with the cryptocurrency that's happening. Again, the regulation framework are all being created. Once it matures, you can expect more people joining the cryptocurrency. Okay, in the conclusion, the cryptocurrency landscape is rapidly evolving with the technological changes. More and more companies are getting into it, and the governments are also engaging it and creating policies to protect their citizens so that there shouldn't be any security issues or there shouldn't be any fraud in the cryptocurrency world. And the investors are also getting into cryptocurrency because they are seeing the potential of cryptocurrency, and their customer wants the institutions to get into the cryptocurrency, and those are all also happening. So there is a innovation happens, there is a regulation is happening, and in the future, you can expect the cryptocurrency market is going to improve drastically. And also artificial intelligence, that's also getting integrated. You can see a lot of new projects, a lot of new use cases are coming up that's going to help everybody in the world. So that's happening. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please send us an email or post a comment. We will be happy to help you. And also, we have a Web 2 and Web 3 analytical platform. That's basically going to go to the Ethereum blockchain and do analysis, and you can able to extract the transactions, and you can able to do various analysis. And if you are interested, you can go to dpa.analytic.com and register yourself and start using our tools. And if you need more information about our products, go to analytic.com, and you can able to understand our products. And if you have any questions, please let us know. And finally, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and help us grow. And we thanks for your all the subscription. Recently, we passed 1,000 subscribers. I am hoping to get new people subscribing and engaging with our videos. Thank you. Bye.